right, on to the next lesson. So we need some code to be able to make our game play. Now, back in the day when they were inventing Spacewar, they had to write all the code from scratch. But you guys get amazing game engines, and they already have code written, and they have plugins and behaviors that you can use to make your game run. And we need a couple of libraries of code to be able to make our spaceship, when we press a key, like the W key, to move forward. We need 2 bits there. So I want you to look over here under projects. I want you to see there's no in the object types. These are, we already see our players, our sun right there. And you notice that I have a player 2 in there. I wouldn't have added that. I need to add a new object in, a new little bit of code to get keyboard input working. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to right click, insert new object, and I'm going to scroll down past sprite all the way to my inputs. And you can see we could use a gamepad, we could use a mouse, we could use touch. I want to use keyboard. So I'm going to select it, make sure that the rectangle is on there, and not going to rename it. That's okay. I'm just going to hit insert. And now you don't see anything, but it's in there. If we go to object types now, look, I see the keyboard code. Now I will be able to use my keyboard to make these ships move or command them to move. But I still need some movement code. So back in the day, Spacewar, they would have to write all their movement code from scratch. You don't need to do that. You're going to plug into a library of code. And we do that by adding a behavior to our ship. And we do that by making sure it's selected. You see how it's selected there? If I click off of it, see how it doesn't have that square around it with the little handles? If I click it, and look how when I unselected, this screen is going to go away. Its properties go away. So I click here in my layout, and these are the properties of my layout. Layout is simply my kind of game screen, but I want the properties for my spaceship. When I click it, watch what's going to happen here. It's going to change all this stuff. There it goes. It gives me the name, all sorts of cool stuff, and it gives me behaviors. And behaviors is what we want to click on. Right here, if I click it, boop, it's going to pop up this little behavior loading window where I can add behaviors onto this ship. So to add it on there, I'm going to hit this plus button. And you can see we've got a ton of behaviors, so many cool behaviors. But I want to scroll all the way down to my movements, and I want this behavior right here, custom movement, okay? This is going to allow me to get my spaceship moving using this behavior. I'm going to make sure it's selected. I'm going to hit add. And now I can get rid of this window. I don't need this window anymore. I'm going to close it out. And we can see now that I've added in a keyboard behavior. So I want you guys to insert in a new object of a keyboard. And then I want you guys to go add a behavior of custom movement onto your first spaceship, okay? All right, go in there and do that. If you have trouble, just go ask a Game Gen teacher, and in the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to actually use the keyboard and to get this spaceship moving. All right, you guys, good luck. Go do it now.